Hello everyone that has just joined us, or is already watching, or is watching the video. I am C-Zone and I am casting the Open Cup 5 on 5 5 on 5 EU West Open Cup Spring. I think I said Open Cup twice, but it doesn't really matter because I'm casting this and it is awesome. It is going to be between MS and Drub Esports, and MS is on the left side, Drop Esports is on the right side. The bans are going to be Ari, Yorick, Nautilus, and Chan. Ari, Nautilus, and Chan are all pretty standard standard bans. They're really strong, so that is why they are being banned. Yorick is a kind of interesting ban. You don't often see that. Maybe there's someone on the other MS that is really good at Yorick, or is known to play him a lot. Yorick is a very annoying champion to play against in lane, and can be quite devastating in team fights as well, especially with his ultimate that basically gives you two AD carries and a second life for the AD carry if you put it on the AD carry. Or someone else, but usually it's put on the AD carry because the damage carries over to the ghost that it generates. So next up, Lee Sin and Urgot ban. Urgot pretty standard ban as well. Very strong AD carry. The last tournament DreamHack, he was actually banned or played in every single game. Literally every single game. And he won every game he got picks in as well. So that is how strong he is. Lee Sin is also decently standard ban, probably a tiny bit targeted as well. Or they just really don't want to deal with him. He can be played both top and jungle. He's very mobile, he doesn't need mana, and all that combined makes him a very strong pick, as well as just his damage and his inherent tankiness make him pretty good. And first pickup is going to be Morgana. That was to be expected. Morgana is usually banned or picked. She has a very safe laning phase. With her Dark Binding, she can definitely catch people off guard. She's really good at that. And then her ultimate, her Soul Shackles, is just very good in team fights. So on the other side, we see a Soraka and a Nocturne picks up for now. They're not looked in yet, but it looks like they will be going for this. And they're actually picking their own role, which is kind of interesting. And they do get locked in. Nocturne is the second most valued jungler, and actually we're going to have a leave. Looks like someone DC'd again. So same bans and picks. So Nocturne is the second most valued jungler in the game. Only Nautilus is played or is picked or banned more than Nocturne. And Nocturne is just very fast at clearing. He's a very good ganker, especially with his ultimate, because that nightmare basically means, or paranoid? I think it's paranoid. I'm not sure. Anyway, that basically means that wards don't really matter. You can just come in from the other side of the map, not literally, but you can come in from quite far away and just go in there, kill people. So that is why he's picked a lot, as well as having pretty good clearing times and very good damage on his own. He's just generally a very strong pick. So Soraka was also picked up. Soraka is a very good support, one of the best, if not the best, and she has a very safe laning phase. She can't really go aggressive, but if the AD carry is a very aggressive pick, he could still go aggressive, and Soraka could still support him with a silence, as well as her heal, which is kind of ridiculous. It gives, at level 5, it gives 125 armor, and that's just freaking insane, especially in the bottom where you're almost always against an AD carry, and you rarely see something else because AD carry plus support is almost unbeatable. So that's why the Soraka was picked up. She also gives a good amount of map presence with her ultimate, which is of course global. Basically means that you can have a heal in every single lane at the same time, and that can really turn around fights in all the lanes. So it's very useful for that. And I got a friend invite from someone in chat. I recognize his name. I'll see if I'll add him later. Anyway, we're still waiting for the last player to come back in, and he is Snare Acer, who we're waiting for. I'm gonna go ask what is up. What is up? And yeah, they're speaking Polish because they're awesome. No, do not add me, guys. That is a bad idea. It is very annoying, and I'll probably not add you anyway. Oh, he's still in champion select like a boss. Okay, so slight disconnect problem there. I'll go put that screen on for now, and you can look at Ari. You know, she's looking great as always. And I'd put on some music, but I'm recording already, so that's not a good idea. I don't want to get all the copyright stuff in. So yeah, just ask me questions, guys. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability while we're waiting for the game to start. So yeah, ask away. You can ask about the game, or maybe ask about me if you want. Though I might not answer everything. I am from Holland, or the Netherlands, or the Netherlands, you know, whatever. I do know Peter Pan personally, and I live near Amsterdam, to be slightly more specific. Yes, I do play League of Legends. I am a, I think 1400 elo scrub, because, you know, people are bad, and me playing badly, you know, stuff like that. I've been playing since Christmas last year, so that is around a year and 4 months or something like that. And it looks like everyone is ready to go back into the game, so we will be going into there, and here we go. So bans are going to be quick. It was a RA, and just to take away the blinking thing, which is annoying. Shen, Lee Sin, Yorick, they're not in the same order, but that doesn't really matter, obviously. And then Urgot. Are they going to insta-look the Morgana? They are going to insta-look the Morgana. Noxon and Soraka are going to come out. And now the thinking comes. I do only play on the European server. Actually, well, I've played a tiny bit on the EU Nordic and East a long while ago with a friend of mine who I don't speak too much anymore. And I have played I have an account on North America, but I don't usually play on it. I'll probably be playing more on it now that I have my summer holidays, because I will actually be able to stay up in time for my American friends to wake up, or just, you know, play. So we're gonna have a Taric and a Graves. That's a very strong lane. Taric is one of the only supports that's able to beat a Soraka, and then Graves is a very strong AD carry. And oh wow, Karma? That'd be very cool. Though it might also be a placeholder, or he might just be trolling me. But it would be very cool if he plays that. Corki is very likely though. Corki, Urgot, and Graves are the most played AD carries. Actually, I'd say Urgot, Graves, Corki, Ashe, and Ezreal. Those are the most played AD carries, so every single AD carry is viable in a way, except for maybe Caitlyn. Caitlyn can be kind of bad at times, unfortunately. I'm really sad about that, because she was my third champion, and she was freaking awesome. She came out in the same week as I started playing. And it's going to be a Carvers and a Corki locked in. Corki Soraka is a pretty strong lane. She can give him mana, so he's able to spam his spells a bit, and you know, Corki's just generally a strong pick. Carvers, oh wow, they have Carvers, Soraka, and Noxon. That's a lot of presence. Basically, Carvers has an ultimate that does damage everywhere on the map to every single champion, and Soraka has a heal for every single champion. And because they have that on the same team, they cannot really counter it out with a Soraka. Team MS can't. And Carvers is a pretty safe laner as well, so that's pretty good. Against Morgana, that's probably the best way to play it. And wow, Shifana is pretty standard. Oh, it's gonna actually be Jax. Jax is a very strong champion, but Singed. That is very interesting. You rarely see Singed, and the reason people don't play Singed is that he is pretty bad in the early. Oh wow, okay, it's gonna do that thing in the early laning phase. Thing is, if he survives the laning phase, his mid game is freaking beast. It is ridiculous. He just run around and troll people. and he's very good at doing that. No fight? No, okay, he's just trolling me, so I'm gonna ignore him for a while. Jax is a very strong pick. In the jungle, he's better at top than at jungle, in my opinion. But he can jungle very effectively because he can just outright not get damage thanks to his dodge and the stun that comes afterwards. And ooh, KO is a very good pick against Singed because she's ranged, so she'll be able to harass him from a distance. And he can't actually fling him and fling her and poison her. So that's a really good idea. And yeah, so they have Carver's, Sraka, and Nocturne. Nocturne is has a ultimate that gives him almost global range. It's pretty big range, and with that and the Soraka ultimate and the Carver's ultimate, if he is anywhere close to a lane that's getting a fight, they can definitely turn that around. So I'm gonna go look at the most interesting room pages real quick. Nasrid with his Singed is gonna go for magic penetration, magic resist, movement speed, and armor. Pretty standard Singed page actually. He's going for a 121 8. He's gonna get the movement speed because he wants to troll. He's gonna get the movement speed over here as well as the ones in the runes. So he's gonna be very quick. Singed is also you know, quick in general, and he's gonna be against Kale, who usually also has pretty interesting runes. And he's going for a physical damage, armor, magic resist, and attack speed, which is a pretty good idea. He is going to have the 21-8-0 mastery page, going fairly aggressive on the masteries there. And the game has started, so we're just going to wait for the spectator mode delay to be done. I'm going to go check Jax's rune page. That's probably fairly interesting. He's going to go for armor, magic resist, scaling magic resist actually, movement speed, and physical damage. And he's going to have the 0-21-9 rune page. 21 in defense is pretty standard on the jungler. So anyone else that is very interesting? Inspiralo will probably be kind of interesting because he does have the Carthus. And oh, apparently he has Pulsefire Azrael. So he's gonna go for magic penetration, magic resist, ability power, and scaling health. A lot of scaling health. So he will be quite a bit tankier in the late game. He's gonna go for the 21-9-0. Not going for 90 utility, which is kind of interesting. I usually expect that on a Carthus. So I'm going to look at the Graves rune page real quick, and after that I'm going to go and start the ad break, which I do have to do. He's going to go for physical damage, magic resist, armor, pretty standard, 21-9-0, not very interesting. So I'm going to go and play a short ad break, because that is necessary for keeping this stuff going. And I will see you guys in 90 seconds. For the people that do not have ads in their countries, that's perfectly fine. You're allowed to live, all that stuff. You get to enjoy me talking about random stuff. For the people that do have adblock, please do not use that. Seriously, it really, really, really hurts streams like this and tournaments. We really do kind of live by the, well, I don't live off it, but you know, it does really help if we actually get something from the stream. And without the ads actually being played, there's no reason for sponsors to run these tournaments or for sites to run them, because they will just simply not get money out of it. So please do not use ad block. And I'm gonna go take a look at the support pages because I'm a support player, so I need to look at those. And it's gonna be magic resist, scaling magic resist, which is kind of strange, cool percent, and a lot of armor. It's gonna go for 0-9-21. Pretty standard support page. So someone is asking if I play other games. I'm not sure if he has ads or not, but I'm gonna answer that now. I do spend time on other games, though not too much lately because I have exams going on, and you know, League of Legends is just freaking awesome. And pretty standard support page on the other guys as well. Ooh, spectator delay is almost done, and ooh, it's good. It's done. So we're gonna jump into the game. Have a black screen for a while. Oh, welcome back everyone that did have ads. We're getting into the game right now, so that's why you're seeing a black screen. I have to wait a few seconds before I can put up the game. Okay. And yes, that worked. Awesome. Okay, so for the skin war, we have Riot Squad Singed, which is pretty cool. We have Hard Gun Graves, not too great. I like his original skin better, though nothing beats Mafia Graves, obviously. We've got Earth Rider Corky, which is not the best skin, but it's pretty cool. Soraka skins, yeah, okay, whatever. Judgment Kill is a decent skin. I like the better one better though. And we've got a Grim Reaper Carvers, which is a pretty good skin. So it's 2 versus 3. No, 2 versus 4 actually. Though the Soraka skin, you know, Soraka doesn't have nice skins. So I'm not sure who actually wins the skin war because I like the Riot Squad skin a lot. Okay, I'm gonna just put it on Drub to take that home. Gonna minimize this, and I still have the cursor bug. Okay, I really don't know what's causing that, guys. So I cannot fix it. Sorry for that. Next time I stream, I'll probably have it fixed, but I have no idea what's doing that. I'll try to move it away from the team fights as much as possible, if I can. And maybe, actually, can I turn off my cursor? I don't know if I can. It doesn't look like it. Interface, maybe it's here. I cannot. Maybe it's in key binding somewhere.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Doesn't really work. No, I can't turn it off. Sorry, guys. But you know, I'll try to fix it for the next time. So both teams are just forming up, trying to protect their jungle a bit, or possibly invade. Not too much invade power on either team now. Actually, no, never mind that. I'm surprised that there's no invade from the blue side. They have a dog binding, they've got a dazzle, and possibly a fling. They've got a great level 1. I'm not sure why they're not going in for it. It's kind of strange. But, well. And it's gonna be a rat start for Gunwoo. Go no, actually. And there's gonna be a blue start for Xrons. Or Xrons. They were kind of scared for an invader. You can see it's for a little just face checking that to be sure. And there's a ward here now, which got snuck in without me seeing it. I'm not sure how I did not see that, but they did sneak a ward in there. And did I just say snuck? That's kind of weird. Oh, huh? The game has been paused. I was not aware that you could do that nowadays. So the game has been paused. That is the first time I've seen that happen. And Snare is here, is apparently having connection problems again. So I should probably turn on music or something. Wait, I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Oh, nice parts mode finally. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna see a lot of this in this game. I do not like that idea, but well, I've got some time now, so Mr. Singed has a Doran shield, which is pretty cool. It's going to give him some armor, which he kind of needs against a kill, as well as a lot of health and health regen. So that's a very good item to have on a Singed. And I'm pretty... Oh, I can't click on him. That's very unfortunate. I can't even move my screen. That's actually very annoying. If I could move my screen, it'd be better. Oh, the game's going to get paused, and I'm going to look up his... Here, see? Oh no, never mind. He gets health from mana. He doesn't get mana from health. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, other than that, it's mostly boots. We've got a Fairy Charm on both supports, which is pretty standard, and we've got a Cloth Armor on the Jax. Doesn't want to take too much damage. He isn't one of the tankiest junglers. So, oh, they just wanted to check how it works. Okay, so, Snare is back in the game. He's pulling red, so he didn't miss too much there. He was going to lose his CS anyway, if he does lose one. And game is still paused. We'll be back in a few seconds. This is just as annoying for me as it is for you guys, don't worry. I'm going to take a gulp of water while it's paused. Okay. I should probably do the Joe Miller thing and play epic music during a pass. I could try to do it myself. No, I can't do it. But pass is gonna play is gonna resume and pass is gonna end, and you're gonna just see people happily farming. Red is gonna get picked up by Gono really quickly, and there's gonna be a 1 CS missed or 3 CS missed actually for Sneer Zero, and no CS missed for Deadly Brother. Oh, actually he missed one. Maybe he's missed another one. Like the gold, not experience though. But yeah, Sneer Zero is going to be a tiny bit behind in this lane, not too much though. And apparently someone's posting the football scores, or soccer if you're that way inclined, which is interesting. But real men watch League of Legends, so I'm not sure why you're not here all the time. So I'm just kidding, don't worry. Right now everyone's just happily farming. They're not very aggressive lanes nor level 2 gankers in the jungle, so it's going to be a tiny bit boring for now. You can see down bottom though that Deadly Brother and Pegasus are going to be throwing down aggression. The bananas are getting thrown into the faces all the time, and great stun coming out, but Deadly Brother is going to be just fine. Heal comes out and he's going to have thrown 60 armor, which is just a ridiculous amount. Yeah, 25 extra armor, that's pretty good. And oh, apparently there was a gank top, but looks like Dickage. Dicky. I don't know. He is gonna be just fine now. And right now there's gonna be some counter jungling going on. No, definitely looking for that, but it's not gonna happen. And down the bottom, you know, both sides being pretty aggressive, but Tara is all the way pushed. So Pegasus and Deadly Brother are going to be having an easy time harassing here. Ooh, he does take a tower hit. You should not do that, guys. That's a bad idea. And sorry for the mouse bug. I don't know what's causing it. So Falgav and Spurlo just farming away. Everyone being boring. There will probably be a gank soon now, because Jax and Nuxum are both pretty good gankers. And it looks like Xrons is going to be moving up top. Nice. Nastrid is going to go aggressive on Dikuji. Thought he could trade with him. But here comes the jungler. He's going to get a rep buff and the fair proc. And he is going to go down. Uses his ghost, but still going to go down. First blood comes out. Oh, great play. He's going to pick up Xrons. Really well done. Really well flung. And Pegasus getting aggressive on now. Ooh, the stun didn't hit from Gono. The exhaust goes down on both sides, but it's not going to be enough. Ah, great flash from Pegasus there. It's going to save his life. Stun did not go down for Gono. He was actually close enough for the stun to proc, but his stun was already over. He would have been close enough if the stun was still going on. And there's a ward here, so he's standing here, but it's not going to happen. Because they do know, Pegasus and Deadly Brother do know what is going on. So the first people have been going back. Magic Razor was picked up by Axrons. Magic Razor was also picked up by Mr. Gono. And the boots and the health crystal picked up for the top lane on Nasrid playing his Singed. So Rave's getting picked up by Itzperlo as well as by Falgav. You see a lot of people doing that in the middle lately, and he's going to be very happy with that. Going to give him some extra CS. And there's actually going to be a fight down bottom. Pegasus getting grassed upon by a teleport from Nastrid. I'm going to go replay that for you guys because I did not notice myself. So there's going to be a teleport, Nastrid behind them. They do not know this, and there's going to be an initiate on towards Pegasus. Pegasus getting very low. Nastrid going to look for a fling on Deadly Brother, but it's not going to happen. Pegasus is going to get picked up by Sneer Azer. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's going to pick it up. And that's going to give him some extra gold, as well as an assist for Mr. Nastrid, which will help him in the top lane. So right now, both junglers hanging around mid. Inspirlo and Axrons are completely aware of Gono being there now, and Falgav and Gono did not know about Axrons. The thing is, Inspirlo is kind of low mana, otherwise they might have just gone in for that. And the final is, I think, next week. I would have to check with the admins though. So I'll tell you that after the game ends. For now, you can see that Nastrid is getting the arrest on him, and that's what I meant with Kill doing very well against Singe. She can just harass him for free because she is ranged, and he has to stand next to minions to follow them. And yeah, he's just going to go for one aggressive one. He's going to actually dive. He does have his ultimate to tank the tower, but he's not using it quite yet. Apparently he didn't want to waste it, and he didn't have to because he was able to move out of tower range. Axrons was looking for an assist there, but didn't quite get that, which is unfortunate for him. Blue buffs are spawning soon, that is why it was pinged, and they might be going for that shortly. He's going to go for the wolves right now though, and Snare Seer just went back randomly, was not put out of his lane, as I was assuming. So they know there's a ward in this triangle brush apparently, and that is why there is no gank coming down bottom from Gunnar right now. That was the fact that he's, you know, doing his wrap buff. So Nastrid actually losing quite a little CS because of dying there. He is 20 CS behind as well as having died 3 times. So he's definitely not doing well in this lane. His support gank down bottom was very good though. I'll give him that. Gold advantage is fairly well into the hands of I'm brain farting. I can't remember their name. I'm gonna go check. Drub. That was it. Drub Esports. They are around 7 on gold ahead, which is not too much though. So that's fine. That's like a kill or like 20 CS. So it's not too much of a difference. But if they're able to build on the advantage, or really, it can really snowball if they are good at doing that. So yeah, Nasra is really having trouble with this lane. Normally with Singe, the idea is that in lane you just throw around and, you know, farm behind the tower, stuff like that. But you can't really do that because KO is too good against Singed. Gunnar is moving down for a gang down bottom. Axrons is already there, so there might be a full-on 3v3 here. He is going to get spotted by the ward though, and they're going to initiate anyway onto Nasic. Nasic is going to get all the gear on him. Ignite goes down, but he flashes away. It's going to be just fine. Here comes the stun on towards Pegasus and Axrons. Axrons is going to get the brunt of the focus now. He is going to go down very shortly. He does go down. Carver's ultimate comes in. The Requiem. Pegasus has to flash out. He's almost dead. Snare really wants to get the kill on Daddy Brother. He does pick it up. Will not tower dive the Pegasus though, which is probably a good idea. Ultimate from Carver's did a lot of damage. Was almost able to pick up the Jack's kill, but not quite. Really well played by MS right there. And he's going to push out the lane, make sure that a lot of CS is missed by a Deadly Brother, as well as the experience, which is always a bad thing in lane. And you know, Pegasus is going to pick up the majority of the farm, but he will not be able to farm as easily as an AD carry, as well as the fact that farm on the support is not optimal. So right now, the lanes are going in favor of... well, actually, it's pretty even. Bottom is even, mid is even. Only Tsop is losing for MS. He is around 15 CS behind, which is a decent amount. It's not too much though. So, you know, everyone's farming at the moment. Blue is going to be up. Gunnar is going to be going for that right now. And Falgav is going to be picking that up most likely. Ooh, wow. That Matrix Pock almost picked it up there. And Falgav is going to have that blue, but it's going to be a very happy Fallen Angel there. And he is going to go for Inspire Law. Here comes the Dog Binding as well as the 2-minute soul, but he's not going to be able to pick up anything. And nor is he going to be able to get picked up. And he's going to move away fairly easily with that spell shield. Gunnar is going to be putting down a ward here, so they will know from a distance when Noxun is coming. That is a very good ward against the Noxun. So right now everyone's still CSing. There is a catalyst on Nasrit now though, so that will really help him in the lane, give him a lot of health and mana. And the mana means he gets more health as well. And it's going to give him some sustains while he gets mana and health every time he levels up. Axrons wants to come in for a gank here, but Nasrid is playing way too passively for that to work. He does not have a ward though, so he doesn't know that Axrons is here. If they initiate on this, they could well be successful. And they are going to go for that. Slow comes down, as is the fear. Slow from Nasrid is going to save him, most likely. Yes, he will be surviving that. And actually, Falgav is coming in. There is an ultimate on Nasrid, so Nasrid is regenning really quickly. Here comes Falgav. Is he going to be able to get off his dog binding? And he will not get it off. Soul Shackle comes in though. Fling goes in as well. Digic is going to be invulnerable. Invulnerable though. Because of his ultimate. Ah, wow. I really have trouble with speaking. That's why I commentate video games. So anyway, Fargav is going to meet Extrons here, and the red buff is going to be applied, so he is slowed by quite a bit. He uses his spell shield to make sure he doesn't get feared, but there was no mana on Extrons anyway, so he's going to be able to walk away fairly easily. Dikij is pretty low mana, so he will not be able to use his E effectively to farm. He will use his E actually to push away the farm, but he will not have any mana left. He'll probably go back to base after this push anyway. Now I want to call people by their names. It's not decent to call them. I mean, you don't call people in football like defender, stuff like that, or goalie, or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I should probably not communicate with chat nights much. So Sneer Azir is gonna be foaming up this minion wave, and well, it's still sports. It's esports, bro. So Nesik is actually zoning quite devastatingly on Deadly Brother. Thing is, he does have his ultimates, his missile barrage, which will be able to get him some CS anyway. Ward goes down. Oh, it has been down for a while, so they know that the target's here, and they will be seeing it when he goes in. And yeah, number 11 dribbles. Oh yeah. So anyway, Falgav is going to be farming up as well. There's a ping coming down, but they can't really go aggressive. Guno is moving in, possibly. He's running around this jungle. I think he wants to go for a gank if he can. I'm not sure what he's doing, but it looks cool. Oh, he's actually gonna sneak a dragon. Ooh, that's very cool. But yeah, they are definitely able to see that they're going for it, thanks to that minion following Sneers there, and they could also see from the ward. I think ward is down now, but they're still going to be able to pick this up fairly easily. They were not going to contest that. They knew that. Actually, what they did, that was pretty smart actually. They knew that Deadly Brother and Pegasus went back. So even if X-Runs and Inspiralo would be competing or contesting the dragon, it'd be a 4 versus 2 in favor of MS. So they could definitely take that. And the game is actually pretty even at the moment. I can see other team grabbing this. I'm going to go and check for Arms real quick. We've got a Rod of Age on the Spiralo, and actually it's going to be initiated on Falgav here. Exhaust goes down. It was a Wall of Pain, and he will be going down almost instantly. Wow. That was a ridiculous amount of damage going down. Agron wasn't very necessary. He got an assist though, and that's always a good thing. Plus 175 gold for your team, and you know, that's always a good thing. Blue should be spawning fairly soon. Not sure when though. Actually, it should be in around a minute for this side anyway. So they're going to be going for Nasrid right now. Nasrid actually initiated, but he's going to be fine. He's just going to go Trollolo, I've got a slow. It is best of 1. This is the semi-finals of the Open Cup 5-on-5 Spring Edition, organized by Clanbase and casted by Chaos TV. I'm C-Zone, your host. I would link to the bracket, but my stream opens every time I go to the site, so I don't think you'll want the echo that generates, as well as the fact I can't really alt-tab at the moment, but maybe someone else can find it for you. Their site is clanbase.com, so if you go there you should be able to find it somewhere. So Nasrid is going to be back in his base. Not going to be able to pick up 1 minion kill. Too bad. So you know, not much happening at the moment. As for items, actually it's going to be a Dazzle, but a Great Valkyrie is going to save him. No problem. So as for items, third time now, there is a Phage on Deadly Brothers, so he's going for the Trinity Force Corki. And we've got a Rod of Ages on Inspiralo with his Scarf. He's got a needlessly large rod as well. That's either going to be a Rabidons or a Zonias. Other than that, there's going to be a Zonias and Falgav as soon as he has the money. He has 90 gold, so it will be a while. And other than that, we've got a BF sword and the Zeal on Dikij, if that's how you pronounce his name. So he's going for the pretty standard AD build. He's going to get some movement speed and attack speed earlier than normal though. Usually you see people go Infinity Edge before they go Phantom Monster on kill. But he's going to get the Seal for some earlier stuff. And oh, there's going to be a Rod of Ages on Nasrid. He's going to be going for the offensive type. You can go Banshee's Fail as well on Singe. Though Rod of Ages is slightly better. He gets a lot of defense as well, so maybe from that. If you put a space in the link, you can still post it. Do not post porn though, because that will get you banned. So, anyway, Gunno and Falgav, did they just steal blue? I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention too much. Sorry for that. It's been a while since I casted. So, at the moment, does anyone have something very interesting in their item builds? Not too much. I'm really looking forward to the mid game, to be honest, because they're gonna have the Nustrid with his Singe. That Singe is just hilarious in team fights. Or actually, there's gonna be an initiate on towards him. Ultimate comes out. Corvus Ultimate's gonna come out as well. Is not gonna pick him up quite yet though. Nustrid is gonna run away in vulnerability on towards Acrons, but Acrons did not fancy a tower dive there. That's a bit of a waste of that intervention, and he did not really help anyone with that. He's gonna run past the tower now, and Acrons is looking for a dive. They want to dive anyway, but they don't have the intervention this time. They are going to go for Gunno though. Gunno is going to go and he's going to get a stun down, and it looks like Tikiji might be going down. He's going to go very low. Is going to go down. Gunno picking up that kill. Does not pick up Actions though. Is going to go down. And in the meantime, gank down bottom with the teleport. I'm going to go replay that real quick. So here comes the teleport, pretty much identical to last time. Pegasus getting focused, and he is going to go very low. Exhaust is going to save him for a few seconds, but here comes the fling, and he will be going down. And that's going to be another kill for Mr. Nastrid. In the meantime, though, there's going to be a fight top. Possibly Falgav was moving up there, but Acrons is going to be just fine. Is going to move away, go for his golems. And Falgav checking the brushes, but he is not there. So the bugging sound is away. It's gone. Yeah, that's good. I did not do anything to fix that. So I'm gonna. No, that's slowing down. I wanted to speed it up. Can speed up for now. A bit of a fight until not very interesting now. And blue is gonna get picked up by Inspiralo pretty much on his own. He's gonna get some help from Pegasus though. In the meantime, Nastrid is pushing down the middle lane, but it is not too interesting. Actually, Dikiji is going to be pushing up top. Going to get some damage on the tower most likely. Tower is almost down. Actually, he's going to just let the minions chip away at that. It's not very important that he kills it quite yet. He will be moving down though, because Dragon is going to spawn momentarily. It was picked up around 14 minutes. Or not 14. Actually, yes, 14. So it should be coming up soon. They're gonna go for Deadly Brother though, but oh, the Dark Binding almost hits him. It was really close. Fling is gonna go down on Pegasus. Great silence, but just not in time. Pegasus is gonna go down. Soul Shackle is gonna go down on Deadly Brother. Deadly Brother is gonna go down. Gunno is gonna take that kill. Axron's gonna almost get focused. Here comes Espiralo. Is gonna get flinged into the team. Is invulnerable. That's a great spot to have on the Corvus, but it doesn't really matter because the Gigi is just immediately getting focused. Axrons gets the dog binding on him and the 2 minutes, so is gonna use his ultimate to go towards Snare, but is gonna go down anyway. And Nastrid was chasing down Inspiralo, but he was not fast enough. They are gonna be picking up a free dragon now. They are in control of this game at this very second, and that was really well done by MS. Sorry for the slowdown there. So that's really going to help them. It's going to put them at a 3k advantage, which is not too much, but it's still a decent amount. It's going to be 2k on Falgav. He's going to be able to pick up Zonias. The tower down bottom is going to go down to Snare Azir, or Snare Azir. I don't really know. But, oh, actually, the tower is going to get saved. Deadly Brother real man mode. That has 12 HP. Snare Azir could have sneaked in another auto attack, to be honest. So he's going to pick up that golem, and Yes, so Pegasus and Deadly Brother is going to be pushing down. And, you know, not much happening at the moment. Aegis on the Legion on Axrons as well as Berserker Greaves. Berserker Greaves not very common on Noxin, though it is perfectly viable on him. I don't know though, I personally go for Merc Treads because there is quite a lot of CC on the other team. There is the Dazzle, as well as the Dog Binding and the Soul Shackle. And there's the Counter Strike as well. So I would definitely go for Merc Treads. Also reduces the slow of Singed by a tiny bit, which is kind of useful. But he has an Age of the Legion that will help his team a lot, and Corvus is definitely going for a Ravenance. He has a needlessly large rod and a blasting one. And oh wow, he's going to pick up the Big Brave. Well done there. Great layaways over the wall, completely blind. And here comes Gun now, 40 gank. He is going to get his stun off. Inspirlo getting very low. She walks right through the wall of pain. Should have flashed before the wall of pain, but he is going to pick up the kill anyway. Inspirlo going to go down, and will be using his layaways to farm and harass a bit. And actually there's going to be a fight down bottom as well. Super Sneers here, going to get ulted by Nuxin. Did get the exhaust him. It's going to get feared. It's going to go down very quickly. He does go down immediately. Well, not immediately, but he did go down. And Nasik is not going to be dived. Unfortunately, Gunnar is going to move down bottom, but he's not going to go for this because it is a bit too risky to go 2 versus 3. So, at the top, Digic, Dikij, sorry. Did push down through the lane,
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
another tower goes down. So they are now at a 3k advantage still, well 3.5. There was some coming back for Team Drub Esports, and they are going to be picking up this tower as well. So that's going to lessen the lead even more. They're not going to go for Nasik though because he does not get a Phage proc. I can guarantee you if he got a Phage proc he would have gone for that. But here comes the teleport and the ghost from Nasrid, as well as his ultimate. He's super fast and he's going to go for Pegasus. And Pegasus is going to go down very quickly. Uses his ultimate on the Z1 himself. It's not going to be enough. And yeah, some people might be wondering why they did not go for Corki. I thought about it for a second too. Basically he has a Valkyrie, so he could get away. So that's why we're not doing that. I'm not sure what's wrong with my mouse pointer. It's kind of weird, but I'm not sure how to fix it. I'll look it up for the next time I stream though. Promise. So there is a 7 kill advantage for MS right now, as well as having 2 dragons. They're 1 tower behind, but still they're 2k ahead, which is not too much at this point. So the game can still go either way. Both teams have a fairly good team composition for team fights, though I'm not sure. I'm thinking about this now. Who has the better late game? Yeah, the better late game I definitely think is on Drub Esports, because KO and Scarfers and Corki are all carries, and even Noxon can carry pretty well. And Soraka scales way better than Tarek for team fights because of all our heals. And Digic is actually going to get focused now. He's going to get attacked, but he'll be just fine thanks to Corfus and Soraka coming in to save him. It is not the devil's hand, don't worry. So Nasrid is incredibly tanky, as you can see at his health, at the massive amount of health bars he has. And they might be going for Inspiralo now. There is going to be a jump and a counter strike on him. He gets slowed as well by the Singed slow, and Singed is just going to run around in circles around him. The vulnerability comes down on Corvus, and Soul Shackles does not hit anyone. Ooh, almost gets the Dark Binding, but doesn't quite. Inspiralo is going to be using his ultimate in his death animation. Is going to take down Jax. Nasik very low. Is he going to go down? Exron's going to get flinked next to him, but he was already picking that up. And Exron is going to go down. Nasrid has to turn on his poison to kill people while they chase him. Never chases Hinge. And oh wow, double kill coming out for Deadly Brother, but he is going to go down himself as well. That is an ace though, but they only have Soraka and KO left. Massive fight there actually, but yeah, it's not going to give them too much of an advantage. They're going to be able to push out top lane, but it's not like they're going to be able to pick up a dragon or a baron or a tower, because they simply lost too many people, which is unfortunate for Drub Esports, because they did play that fairly well. Basically, the best thing that happened in that team fight is that they got an intervention off on Carthus, even though KO was very low. most people would have panicked and put it on themselves, but he put it on Corvus, on whom it's way more valuable. Because basically, Corvus has a lot of AoE damage, and if you can just run in man mode without dying, that he can just put out ridiculous amounts of damage. And after that, he went to do his passive mode, Death Defied, and was able to stay there for a while longer and do some more damage in the middle of the enemy team. So that was the reason they won that team fight. That was really well done by both Spirlo and Dikiji. And great Dark Binding is going to go down, and he's going to use his ultimate on himself. There's not going to be a real fighting potential for MS though. Here comes the Soul Shackle, only going to hit on Spirlo, and Spirlo is going to go down. Nastrid chilling around, going to take down Dikij. Actually, Falgav is going to take that, and is going to use his Sonyas to be able to survive that Gunno. And Nastrid just manhandling people. Nastrid is going to pick up the double kill right there. In the meantime though, fight between Deadly Brother, Nasik and Snare Azir, and Deadly Brother was able to pick up a kill and might even survive this. Gunno is looking for a kill, but is he going to be in range? No, the Valkyrie comes out, really well done. Gonna take blue buff aggro, but that's not a problem. Nastrid is going to cut him off. He is going to try to cut him off, which is probably, no, he's going to turn around. Apparently he doesn't fancy his chances, and he's just going to go back, while Snare Azir is going to pick up the tower in mid. So that's really well done. Yeah, I thought there was not a real team fight potential for MS there, because they weren't able to get Falgav in there, but apparently they were, and they got the Soul Shackle on 2 people, so well done there. And I'm going to pick up the blue buff right now. And yeah, so at the moment they have an 8 kill advantage. They're 5k ahead, and I'm not sure what people are saying in chat, but it doesn't really matter, because Gorky has a Trinity Force, and KO has an Infinity Edge and almost has her Phantom Lancer. Only needs to build that out. I'm gonna look at her gold. She almost has enough money. She needs 400 more, and then she will be able to pick up a Phantom Lancer. Gonna do massive amounts of damage with that, but she already does a good amount of damage with that Infinity Edge. And Mr. Corky going for the Trinity Force is sad. On the other side, we have an Infinity Edge and the Phantom Dancer on Snare Azir. He's very well fed. He's going to do massive amounts of damage. And Singed actually has a Revitalize and a Roll of Ages and a Glacial Shroud. He is going to do ridiculous amounts of damage, as well as being incredibly tanky. Actually, his damage is not even a problem. He's just going to run around and, you know, poison people, because whatever, he's not going to die. I mean, look at his health. He's got 3,800 HP, 147 armor. He's going to try to teleport to mid, and he is able to do that. He's going to use his ultimate to run in. His Spurlo is going to get focused again. Invulnerability comes down. Dikiji is now going to be the focus though, and he is going to go down almost immediately. His Spurlo now getting very low and getting focused, but he is going to survive for a little while longer. Going to be able to do damage, and he is going to go down in the end. He's going to use his ultimate. Nastrid getting very low is going to go down, but Gunno is going to now manhandle Daddy Brother. Daddy Brother is going to get very low, and oh, actually is not going to go down. Greatly played by Drub Esports there. They were able to get 4 kills there. Again, the invulnerability as well as the passive with Spirlo is just devastating. And he also uses Sonya somewhere in between there. So he just basically... Okay, let's see. His Sonya's gives him 2 seconds. Then the KO ultimate gives him 3 seconds. And his passive gives him 7 seconds. So that's 12 seconds of free damage, which is just ridiculous. Like, he does free damage. So it's really good. It's a really strong part of the team composition they have, and he does, let's see, about 250 damage every single second. So that's about 1k damage that he does for free. More, it's like 1500 damage that he does for free in those 12 seconds. That's ridiculous. So that's a really strong point in your team comp, and that's like when he's not able to die, and when he's still able to die, he can also do massive amounts of damage. So he's a really strong. I think the best thing that that MS could do is use the fling to fling him out of the team and then immediately just CC him to death. That's the only thing they can really do against it. That'd be a pretty good idea, actually. But both teams are definitely still in this game. Particularly going to be initiated from Gunnar, but he's not going to hit his Counter-Strike stun. And he is going to go down almost immediately. Here comes the Nasrid. Oh, the Soul Shackle gets broken because he walks away too quickly. Gunnar is going to go very low. He's going to survive for just a few seconds. Invulnerability onwards in Spiralaw. Doesn't Spiralaw have his ultimate? He does, so he will be able to pick up the kill. But now Deadly Brother goes down. And they're going to go for Snare Zero. Snare Zero getting very low. Is going to get feared. Will be able to survive though. Here comes... actually, he will not, because Dickish comes in and freaking kills him. They're now going to chase after Nizik, and the only one that survived is Falgav, and he only had 60 HP, if not less. He is regenerating quite quickly. So he probably only had like 10 HP when he got the Requiem on him. Great Sun's going to slow down Dickish for a while, but they're just going to slash guard and go for Baron, and that's going to give them a massive advantage. It's pretty much a free Baron as well, because there's no one that's going to be able to contest that, because Tarek is way too low, as is Morgana. Morgana also can't 1v5 without an ultimate, nor a Zonias. So, well, that was... okay, I'm thinking about what the deciding factor in that fight was. I think basically it was that Gurno was not able to get his Counter-Strike off. And then he just melted way too quickly, and he had to flash out and run away, and he still died because of the core of his ultimate. So that was just kind of unfortunate. And you know, Dikiji was just throwing down damage massively, as well as Deadly Brother. So that was just really well played by Drub Esports, and they're actually 300 gold behind now. Guno is going to jump away on the award. Almost got caught there, but Dragon gonna be picked up by Drub Esports, and Drub Esports is now 400 gold, 500 gold ahead, which is not much at all. This game can definitely go either way. Frozen Heart is now complete on Nasrid, and Nasrid will most likely just be split pushing, which is a pretty good idea on Singed. But he'd rather team fight with their team composition, I think, because they do have that Morgana and the Jax, who are just epic in team fights. And Deadly Brother is going to be pushing down this top. So, yes. There's not too much going on right now, so I'll take a look at items. Wow! Okay, Inspiralo has 678 AP because he does have his Zonias, his Rabidance, his Rod of Ages, and his voice stuff. He only needs one item for complete item build, and I'm going to assume that's either going to be a Rylai's or... I don't know actually what else it could be. I'm gonna just assume a Rylai's, so you can do damage for even longer, but I'm not entirely sure. It's not gonna be an Abyssal because he already has a Void stuff, and Abyssal kind of makes the Void stuff less good. So I'd be surprised if he went for that. Maybe he's gonna go for a defensive item. He could be doing that. Maybe he goes for another Rod of Ages. That is sort of viable, though he'd have to be assuming that the game's going to last another 10 minutes, which he doesn't really want. So Nizik, ooh, he might get caught here. He is going to get caught. Wall of Bingos, and he has to Cerealias to get away, but he will not get away. Last lay waste is going to get him. Ooh, that was very unfortunate. He had an Oracles as well, so that's 400 gold down the drain. And with a Baron and a 5 vs 4, Drub Esports is definitely going to be able to do very well here. They're going to siege this turret. And the problem is that MS can't really initiate, and they can't poke like, oh wow, there's gonna actually be an initiate towards them, and there is gonna be a Corvus in the middle of them. Soul Shackles on 4 people and is gonna stun 3 of them. Really well done. Spurlow is gonna go down. Gono is just manhandling people, but this is gonna go down as well. Falgav is gonna hit his dog binding. Really well done there. That Soul is gonna pick up the kill. Actually, Snare Zero is gonna pick it up. And Dikiji is very low. Here comes the flash. He is going to go, but oh wow, he dies. That was not the best call. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that was really well done. Actually, it was well done by MS being able to save their inhibitor tower and not completely lose the team fight. I think it was a bit too cocky by Drub, and I don't really understand why they would fight. I mean, yes, they have Baron, but Baron also gives like ridiculous amounts of health regen and mana regen, and they have a way better poke. I think they should have just stood at tower and poked. Corki has pretty decent range, so he can whittle down that tower pretty quickly. The thing is, there is a very good wave cleared out on MS, so I can kind of see why they wanted to fight. I guess. I don't know. So it is a Giant's belt on Spurlo, so he's most definitely going for the Rylai's, which means that his AoE is gonna stay on even longer because he'll be harder to kill, as well as do more damage obviously, but it's also gonna slow, and that is pretty strong. As well as lay wastes are also gonna slow for quite a bit, so that will be very cool to see in the team fights. He's just going to do massive amounts of damage once he gets that. He has a ridiculous amount of farm as well. He's 370 farm, which is very good. And right now, I don't know. I'm looking at the late game from our team. I don't know. They can still both win, but honestly, I don't know. They're actually 4 kills behind. Drub Esports is. And they're a tower ahead though, and they've got pretty good map control because of those towers being down, as well as the lanes pushing all the time. And I don't know who has the better late game. Purely on damage, based purely on damage, I'd say Drub Esports is the better end game. Because Koff is just a hyper carry, as is KO. Luxon's very good late game, and Koki's very good as well. And they're actually going to initiate onto Nessig. Nessig getting caught again. Is going to flash away from the fear though, and it will be just fine. So that's a flash for an ultimate. Which is not the best trade, but against Nuxon it's okay. And he's Tarek, so he's not that valuable. He's going to save his oracles as well, so that was really worth the flash, basically. And Baron should be spawning soon. Teams are moving around there. I think it's going to be 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, sorry for that. But let's see if there's any interesting items. Actually, it's not a Phantom Dancer, but a Trinity Force on Dekiji, which is interesting. You usually see. Oh no, what? No, I'm looking wrong. He does have a Phantom Dancer. He's going for Trinity Force anyway though, because he does have a Zeal and a Phage. So he's going to have a chance to slow as well as have those Trinity Force procs, the Sheen procs. You know, health, AD, ability power, mana, attack speed, movement speed. It's a pretty good item. Do tons of damage with it. Other than that, any very interesting items? Not really. We see randoms on Go now, which is pretty good. It's one of the best armor and health items. And Nasrid is going to use his ultimate. Not going to use his. Is going to use his ghost, and he's going to go in. Gonna use his fling, but he's all alone because there was a wall of pain blocking the rest of his team. And he's gonna go for Inspiralo most likely. They are gonna go for Inspiralo. Inspiralo is gonna get invulnerability on him though. He's gonna flash in, and Fargav is going down very quickly. Oh, flings him into Fargav, and Fargav is gonna get very low. He is gonna go down to Deadly Brother. In the meantime, Nastrid, Sneerazir, and Nasi gonna get focused and are gonna go very low. No one dead for Drub Esports, and here comes the ultimate. Is going to be able to pick up Nastrid. No, it's not. But here comes Deadly Brother. Great stun from Nasik. Holy crap, that was really well played. Nastrid has to move away. It's going to recall. And those that are going to go for Baron, so he will be going back to base quite safely. That was a great strong stun from Nasik. Otherwise, Deadly Brother would have probably taken at least 1 kill. Baron is going to get picked up though by Drub Esports, and Drub Esports is definitely in the lead now. They've got a 5k advantage. They've got Baron. They've won the last team fight. They've won pretty much every team fight for the last few minutes, and they will probably be pushing for the inhibitors, or at least the inhibitor towers very soon. So. Oh wow. If every champion in the game is overpowered, the game is not balanced. That is called power creep, and it's very annoying. But anyway. Dum, 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 dum. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you know, they're just buying items right now, getting ready for the last push. Spirilo has 2k gold. I think that's almost enough for a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. He really wants that, I think. And right now, Fargav pushing down middle, and Bruno helping him a bit. Okay, so let's look at the strongest champions right now. That's gonna be Sinch, who just can't freaking die. He's got 200 armor and 100 magic resist, as well as 4.3k health, which is a pretty good amount. Fargav is pretty strong with his 575 AP. Nothing close to Carthus though, who has his Rylai's Crystal Scepter. He's got 732 AP. He's very tanky. He's got 3100 health. And he's got the kill ultimate as well as the Stonius, as well as his passive. And that's just ridiculous amounts of damage he's going to be able to put down. So, right now everyone's, you know, pushing out lanes a bit. And they are going to be going for a push soon. They're kind of wasting the Baron buff though. It's already halfway done. They really need to group up and siege somewhere. Preferably either bot or mid or top, doesn't really matter. And the best thing is probably to push out bot so that it goes towards the tower, and then go top for the inhibitor tower. And or actually the other way around could also work. That way you defy the attention of the enemy team, and because you have Baron buff, you're able to siege, which basically means that you poke and just take down the tower gradually. And because you have Baron buff, you've got a lot of health regen and mana regen. Actually, I'm gonna look at who has the 6 item build on. So we've got a Carthus played by a Spirilo who has his 6 items. Deadly Brother with his Corki has it as well. On the other side, there is absolutely no one with full item build. Mr. Singed, played by Nastrid, only needs 1 more item. He doesn't quite have it, and he's actually gonna go for mid. I wonder if he's gonna come bot and defend, or if he's gonna try to go for the inhibitor. It looks like he's gonna go for the inhibitor tower. I'm not sure if they're actually able to, if he's gonna be able to outpush them. Maybe though, because Fargav is able to clear waves very quickly. It'll be very interesting to see this. Though they could be going for dive drop esports. And actually, yeah. Oh, he teleported back in. I did not see that. And Dog Binding is going to get blocked. Fargav getting very low. Is going to run in for the Soul Shackles. No Zonias though, so he's not going to get anything off. The vulnerability on towards the Squirrel is going to save him for a while. There goes Nuxun though. Right now there is a Zonia's animation on him still, which is pretty damn cool. But they're going to be able to clean up, and he's going to go right into the pool. And oh wow, is he going to be able to pick up the kill while dead in the pool? No, he's not. That would have been very cool though. So they are going to go for the Nexus Tower now. One of them is going to go down, the other one's going to go down. They're probably going to take down the Nexus. Very even game, 28 to 28 kills, and only 10k ahead, which is fairly acceptable if you're actually winning the game. Nexus Tower is going to get down. There's no way that Sneerzir is going to be able to defend this, and he is going to go down. So they've got 1 kill more now. Woohoo! And the next is going to go down. Dikiji actually picking it up. And great play from both teams. It was very close, but I think in the end, the thing I've been talking about the most did really win them the game. Just the fact that Carthus was able to do so much free damage. It was freaking retarded. Like he had it. It was stanky from himself because of his Rod of Ages and his Rylai's. And he also had the invulnerability from KO as well as the Zonias and his passive, and that's just ridiculous amounts of free damage he got there. But in the end, it was a very close game. Only 1 kill difference, 5 assists difference, and really well played by both teams. Let me go look at the damage done graph. The team totals are very close, and player totals or player stats. Most damage on the Carthus, that was very, very, very obvious. His Defile just did so much damage because he was invulnerable for so long. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go and stop recording. So thanks for everyone that was watching the video, and I will see you guys later.